okay? It's hotter than the devil's anus. I can do this. I'm just, you know, sweating a little, a lot. Guys, I threw up. Really cute. Hello. Hi. Honestly, I'm not even in a great mood today because I was on Twitter, which was already like bad idea. And I found out about, like, you know what happened with Sweetie and Quavo, and I'm like, oh my god. Yikes. Men make me sad. Anyways, I gotta put my nails back on. I did this in the podcast, my last video with my friend Kale. Go check Kale out. I put all of her information in the description box of that video. So she's very funny. She does film and photography and all that stuff. Really talented, very smart. She might be getting her doctorate or her MFA. Not sure yet, but the girl is brilliant. So support her because I support her. I'm trying to figure out if this is good lighting or not. I think it's decent lighting. So I painted these falsies. They originally, they originally were supposed to look, hello, beauty guru? You can kind of see. But they were originally supposed to look like cow print. And I wanted to do different colors than, like, you know, like white and black or white and dark brown. So I did blue and green. Yeah, no, it looks like little planets. Like, this is the Crustacean period, this is Pangea, this is the Jurassic period. Like, no. But yeah, I'm just gonna glue these on real quick. I wanted to do a little story time, and I've already wasted 2 minutes and 30 seconds of your time. Thanks for staying to listen to the story. Anyways, once upon a time, about 3 years ago, I worked at Disney World. Yes, Disney World, as in Florida. Florida, you say? Yes, the place that literally has everything going wrong, it seems. Oh my god, what's wrong with my glue? You see this? I've never in my life. I was doing the Disney college internship, and honestly, I had fun. I had great roommates. I still talk to them to this day. My first program, because I did do 2 programs, I extended, and I got a different role. But my first role, I worked in food and beverages, and I worked at the Food and Wine Festival, which happened to be, I believe, like the 35th anniversary or the 30th anniversary, something like that. I think it was the 30th anniversary of Epcot, and so it was during the Food and Wine Festival. It was so much fun, y'all. It was packed, and I think that same day I met Yvette Nicole Brown, you know, the lady that played Ellen, Drake and Josh. Anyways, I want to do my makeup while doing this, so I got a package in the mail from Glossier. Yes, I paid for it myself. I just wanted to say it like that so I can feel good about myself. See, not me forgetting what I was talking about. Okay, so this is during my first program, I was working at the Food and Wine Festival in Epcot, and every day we worked at different stations basically, so like different countries, except for like things like Patagonia, which isn't a country, it's a region. And like craft beers, so like you could be stationed at craft beers or Hawaii or Patagonia or Greece. There was like a bunch of different countries, but there was different groups. So like I had a few friends that were in different groups, so they would have completely different countries than me. And it was like, I don't know, you guys don't care, it doesn't matter, semantics. So I was working at, this day I was working at Fresh Farms or something like that. Fresh Farms, it was something to do with like Florida local stuff. And they had like country fried chicken and on top of rice and red-eye gravy. Yeah, why do I remember that? specifically. But oh my god, what am I trying to do? Do I want this one? Yeah, I want this color. I'm about to use the G4 Glossier. This is the one that I already had. It's like perfectly my skin tone, but you don't want your whole face to look homogenous because then you'll look like a pancake. We're not trying to do that. It was, I think it was like a kind of early day, not an early day, but like usually I worked in the, like well into the afternoon. Like I had like night shifts. So I was there I think at 11, and the sun is like, you know, right on your forehead at 11 o'clock through like 1 o'clock, just sitting there hanging out, trying to make you break a sweat. And so obviously I was breaking a sweat, but we had part of our costumes was always having our water on us, on our little belts or whatever. So like you would get in trouble if you didn't have the water on you. They don't want to be liable for you dying. But yeah. Oh my god, I can barely see. I need a mirror. So okay, I was working at Fresh Farms or whatever, Florida Fresh Farms, or I don't, it doesn't matter. And it was very hot. I was there at like 11 or something. The sun was beaming on my forehead. I was having a great conversation. I was working as expo, so I was the person taking the tickets from people and calling them out and giving people their food. And it wasn't like I was at like a big restaurant or anything. Like it was like kiosks, so there'd be like 2 culinary people at a station, then like maybe 2 to 3 people at the cash registers, and then 1 person for expo. And at night, sometimes when it got really busy, there'd be like 2 expo, depending on the station. And so I was expo. I was the only expo. There was I think 3 cashiers, even though it was not a busy day that day. But whatever. I'm talking to everyone as I do, very talkative, chatty Cathy person I am. And I'm chatting up like the culinary people, and like we're just having a great time kikiing, and I'm just, you know, drinking my water, complaining that it's hot because it's hotter than a mug. I'm telling you, it's Florida. Okay? It's hotter than the devil's anus. We get, you know, just very casual orders, like I'm just chilling, relaxing, shooting some b-ball outside of school. You know. Then there's a couple of guys. I'm just kidding. Okay. Bad joke. Anyway. I'm starting to feel like it's actually getting really hot. And I'm like, okay. Woo, it is really hot. I'm drinking my water, y'all. Drinking my water, making sure I stay hydrated. And I'm just getting a little bit lightheaded. You know, nothing I'm not used to. I grew up in the Gulf Coast, Mississippi, so it gets the same about the same weather. It just doesn't rain as much because in Florida and Orlando it like rains almost every day at like 3 o'clock. Don't know why, it just does. And so I'm just like, you know, a little woozy, a little bit bewildered. But I was like, this is nothing new. I used to be in band camp in freaking August, sweating my heart out, with my trombone on my shoulder, and no shade. So I was like, this is nothing. I can do this. I'm just, you know, sweating a lot. So I was just like, whatever, it's fine, I'm fine. And then I just start to get increasingly dizzy and kind of nauseous. And I'm just like, I'm not about to throw up here. That's not cute. I don't want to throw up in front of these people. I'm disgusting. And so I'm just like, okay, hey guys, I'm gonna take a 10-10. And I tell the people at culinary, like, hey, I'm gonna take a 10-10. And they're like, okay, yeah, you're fine, you're covered. And 10-10 just means like, I'm gonna take like a 10-minute break. It doesn't like count for anything. You don't have to clock it or anything. Just like come back at a timely time. Well, be timely about it. And so they were like, oh yeah, that's fine, take your time. Cause like, I think I was starting to probably look a little flushed maybe or whatever. So I'm about to go to the break room, which was backstage. And you know, take my little 10-minute break, sit down, drink some water in the shade, cool down, cool my jets. why. I take 2 steps, my eyes start to like close in, and I'm on the ground, and I don't wake up until maybe a minute later, and a bunch of like Spanish speaking people are over me speaking in Spanish, freaking out, trying to like get me up and stuff. Yo, I passed out. I've never passed out in my life. Like, I've thrown up several times from like heat exhaustion, but I've never passed out. So I passed out. Really cute. And these people are standing over me. I wake up, these strange people are standing over me speaking in Spanish, trying to get me up, freaking out. And one of the guys that was working at the cash register, he runs from behind the cash register and tries to get me up, like stand me up. And he like, but the people are in the way, so he yells at them. You're not supposed to yell at customers, especially at Disney, you know. It's Disney, you're not supposed to yell at people. But he yelled at them. He was like, move. Bless his heart. Honestly, I'm thankful, because I probably would have been still on the floor, like, just like bewildered, while these people are standing over me, freaking out, not even helping me, just standing over me, trying to like, I don't know what they were doing. They're like grabbing at me. I don't know what it was. I don't know what was happening. I don't know, but it was crazy. And I just remember waking up, these people were standing over me, speaking in Spanish, and me being confused. And then I don't really remember him yelling at them to move, but they moved, and he picked me up and took me to the side, and like the culinary people called the my leaders, well, our leaders, which are like managers, and 2 of them came, and they like got me to the side of the little kiosk, like so guests couldn't see me. And I was like sitting on like one of those, like, you know, those little speed bump things, but it's like a cylinder. I was sitting on one of those, and I was like kind of like hunched over, and I was like, oh my god. And I was drinking water, and then guys, I threw up twice. I threw up twice. So yeah, I get up, I like feel like I'm about to like throw up. I get up, and I go behind the like little kiosk, and there's like a little short fence, and I like lean over the short fence and throw up in the grass. Ugh, God, the ghetto. So anyways, I'm sick, and they're like, oh my god, what's happening? Are you okay? Did you eat anything today? I'm like, yeah, I ate. Like, and they're like, what did you eat? And I was like, I think I just had like, I don't know, maybe a handful of some pumpkin seeds and some, oh, did I have oatmeal? I had something. It was something not like super heavy, but it was like, you know, my kind of norm, like in a rush, but like it'll suffice. Like I've done this before, like it's nothing new. Nothing new, nothing changed. And so I kind of peeped that they're trying to like blame me like passing out on me not drinking enough and like not eating enough in the morning. But y'all, no, what really happened was I got heat exhaustion from the sun beaming on my forehead. That was the reason. That was the reason, because I've never experienced so much concentrated heat baked on my face in my life. And I used to be in band camp doing that on the regular. So I was just like, yo, no, it wasn't me. It was the sun. It was the elements. It was y'all having me out here in the elements. Crazy. No shade. No shade. Just heat. Yeah, they're like, are you okay? Like they give me like 5 minutes, and like I'm like, okay, and I'm not throwing up anymore. And they're like, all right, do you need a wheelchair? Because also, guys, I look at my knees. Tell me why my knees are bloody. Like I had scars on my knees. Like I had a scar this big on one of my knees, and on the other one I had one this big and another one that was like this long on my knee. So I had like 3 scars on my knees, and it didn't heal for like a year. Okay, you can still kind of see it, but that's what happened. Really cute. We love that for myself. Let me open up this powder. This is a lighter one, so I'm gonna put this under my eyes. And so yeah, these brushes right here are from Beauty by Faye, a black owned business. Go support, really good quality. They're vegan. That's a really nice like handle. Yeah, and it came in a really timely manner too. So they're like, okay, can you stand? I'm like, yeah, but my knees hurt because you know they're scraped the heck up. And so like there's like, we're gonna get you a wheelchair. And so I say, a wheelchair? Awesome. I ain't gotta walk. But this is also embarrassing because like now people are gonna look at me. I already look bewildered. Now I'm bewildered and in a wheelchair. They'll be like, oh, this poor girl. Which was like valid because like, oh, this poor girl, like she just passed the freak out. But yeah, I was embarrassed. It was very embarrassing. So they get me in the wheelchair, they wheel me out backstage. I go up go into like the Odyssey area. That doesn't matter. We go backstage by there, and yeah, y'all, everyone looked at me, like all my cast member friends, they all looked at me. They're like, Tyra, oh my god, are you okay? Tyra, what's going on? What's going on? Oh my god. And I'm just like, y'all, thanks for caring, but also I'm hella embarrassed right now, so just look the other way. So yeah, I was just talking to my leaders. They were writing things down. They're like, yes, the reason why you did that is because you didn't eat enough. And I'm like, that's not very true, but whatever floats your boat, because I know if whatever I say, you're probably gonna write it a different way. So whatever tickles your fancy, I'll go with it. So that's sorry y'all, I'm terrible at multitasking. I can't chew gum and walk at the same time, let alone do my makeup and talk to y'all at the same time. I think that's good. Yeah. But yeah. So basically they wrote down in my little thing that like because they have report system where like if you're late it'll like mark it, or if like you call out it'll mark it and stuff like that. Like, and if you do a certain amount of things, like if you're late 3 times, that'll mean you'll get a reprimand, and if you get 3 reprimands, you out, terminated. But yeah, so they wrote in my thing and there was like, I don't know, something to do, like it wasn't held against me, but it was like something for like future employers to know that like your girl passes things out sometimes, so be wary. Don't put her out in the sun like that. And they didn't anymore, so I was like, thank you. And they would come and check up on me every once in a while, and they're like, did you eat today, Tyra? How much water did you drink? I'm like, y'all, I know how to take care of myself. Relax. It's one and done. Okay, it's one and done. We're not doing that again. So yeah, they sent me home. Day off. I hung out with my friends, aka my roommates, and yeah, I came home and they're like, oh my god, why are you here so early? Like, because I literally left 2 hours ago. I was like, yo, I passed. Oh, but now I'm here to hang out, so let's watch Bad Girls Club and eat tater tots. Do you want to go to the park? Because I think I could have gone to, I think I might have went to the park. No, I don't think I went to the park. I think I went to Disney Springs. What am I saying? I think I went to Disney Springs that same day, and we hung out there or something. But me and the girlies were having fun on my day that I got sick and ill and bewildered. But yeah, honestly, 10 out of 10 would do that again. Just kidding. No. Just kidding, not really. No, I'm joking. But yeah, that was a lot. My friends, and then like come to find out other people had passed out before and I wasn't the only one. So it wasn't just a me thing, it was everyone else. Everyone was dropping like flies and I just didn't know. Dang, our leaders really kept stuff from us. Even though they were fun, they were keeping stuff from us because we were dropping like flies and we didn't even know. We were blind. How do they do that? And I'm sure some of my fellow cast members like remember me passing out, because it was actually kind of traumatic. I remember like everyone was like, oh my god, Tara, how are you doing? So, because one thing you're gonna know, if I go through something, you're gonna know, because I'm gonna tell you, or it's gonna come, or someone's gonna tell you something, because I don't like to hide too much things. Like I'm not good at hiding secrets about myself. I can hide secrets about other people because I care, but like also for me, I don't take things too seriously. I do be getting embarrassed, and secondhand embarrassment is a very strong thing for me, but I try not to take myself so seriously. So it's like, yeah, I passed out, it was crazy, and you know, I made it into a little funny story, and that's why you're here. But yeah, honestly, being at Disney was really fun though. I made a lot of long-lasting friendships. I still like talk to quite a few of the people that I went to Disney with. I have other story times. If you want to know more story times, like there was one time where we had thrown a party. It was a kickback, and it turned into a party, and then it turned into like a rager, and then we got busted, and this was all on campus at Disney. Let me know if you want to know that story. I have actual videos of that. Also, I have pictures of me like in my costume from whenever I was working the Food and Wine Festival. So I guess I'll put a little insert right here if I can find it. Boom, that's what I look like, sweaty hot mess. I still have the hat at my parents' house because we got to keep that, so that was really cool. The Food and Wine Festival hat. Yeah, a lot of people were really, they were stealing other people's hats because they wanted them so bad. I was like, what the heck? Stealing people's hats for what? That's crazy. That's all I gotta say. I've been talking too much. It's been 30 minutes, so I'm gonna go. I just did a complexion. I didn't really feel like doing anything else. They stopped recording on me. That's wild. But you ever just do complexion and call it a day? Because that's all I'm doing. That's all I'm doing. Anyways, that's all I had to say. Thank you for listening. Don't do anything I wouldn't do, and that's saying a lot, okay? Saying a lot. See you Wednesday. Okay, bye.